Hi, I'm Nina, and this is my service dog, Theo. Let's talk about how you can get started with a service dog. Now, this will be specific to Canada, and even more specific to Ontario, where this commenter is from. If you'd like to know about other provinces, let me know. We just moved to BC, and we're having to redo stuff here because it is very different. So, to start with a service dog in Canada, the very first thing you need is a doctor's note. Your doctor's note should just say, Nina needs a service dog. That's it. No description of your medical information, no reasoning why. You don't need any of that. In fact, you're not supposed to have any of that. I know in the US, you are supposed to say like what the dog is trained for, blah, blah, blah. We don't do that. All we have is the doctor's note. Now, depending on the province, you can either owner train or trainer train. In Ontario, you are allowed to do both. In other provinces, not always. So in Ontario, you can train your dog yourself and then do a public access test. It's not like federally regulated. There is like a thing that you can like put them on a list. The list does nothing. For me, because I travel for work and I fly a lot, I needed to have a trainer certificate for Theo. So I worked with trainers. Now, neither is better or worse than the other. It just depends on what you need and your capabilities. I knew that like he's my first dog ever. I was really overwhelmed with it and I couldn't handle training a puppy solo, so I needed the help. And I went to a service dog trainer to help me with that. The great thing about trainers too is that they can help you source a puppy. So you can either have them help you find a rescue dog. Many times they'll breed litters for you depending on like who you're with. Our current trainer in BC, even like they have a program where they find puppies themselves. They train the puppies for a year or so, and then you get the puppy at the end of that. It's still a puppy. It's a year-old lab usually, so they're puppies. And then you work with them that way. Now, tons of different options. I got Theo from a litter myself. We did something called the Valhard test. You can find it online. Not a requirement, but something the trainer I was working with at first who fell through wanted us to do. Basically just to make sure he wasn't a super dominant dick and that equally he wasn't like crazy afraid of everything. So he was in the middle, worked out well. From there, you just start training. That's it. So there's nothing super complex that you have to do. There's no like rigorous testing at the beginning. The only thing that would make this more complicated is if you need to get disability benefits to do so. So some people can qualify for disability to pay for their service dog in part. Will not pay for the full thing. It is a nightmare and a half to set it up. I have not done that myself. I paid out of pocket, which is expensive. However, because he is a service dog, he is a medical equipment basically. So everything for him is a like medical expense on my taxes, and I get a bunch of it back. Food, toys, everything. Everything that he needs to exist in my world is a tax write-off, which is really interesting and kind of cool. So that's how you'd get started with a service dog. I wish you tons of luck. It is hard, it's stressful. A lot of people make it seem like the puppy should be perfect immediately. They're not. Puppies suck. Puppies are the worst. I hate puppies. And like from a distance, I love them, but oh my God, like he's lucky he made it to 2 because I wanted to give up so many times. So give yourself some grace. It takes a while. Most dogs are not fully certified until they're 3 or 4, which I didn't know for a long time. And they also need tons of time to be a dog and to just sleep on the couch super cute. So I hope that helps. If you have more questions, please let me know. And I will always try to help other people because he has absolutely changed my life. And I think service dogs help everybody.